Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. I don't trust one Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 cast member because I'm not sure if they're on the show for the correct reasons. After seeing how Sam McKinney handled Jen Tran on The Bachelorette, I'm relieved he was eliminated in week 1. Sam was a divisive personality on The Bachelorette Season 21, and for good reason. It was perplexing for Bachelor Nation to invite him back for another season. On Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, Sam found himself in a love triangle with Jess Edwards and Spencer Conley, which made me anxious. I was worried that Sam would stay on the show even though he wasn't as deserving as the other Bachelor in Paradise contestants. Fortunately, my anxiety proved unfounded. Sam was properly sent home. While Jen's season of The Bachelorette was full with villains, including the man she eventually proposed to, Sam stood out above the rest. He put a lot of pressure on Jen to jump off a very tall structure, despite her fear of heights. Furthermore, Sam tormented the other cast members and often used his obnoxious catchphrase, "Keep the main thing the main thing." If Sam was truly interested in Jen, he approached the situation incorrectly, depending on their physical connection to carry him through the season rather than getting to know Jen as a person. Jen eventually figured out Sam's game. He knew little about her, and what he stated he admired about her was superficial and ambiguous. I did not have big expectations for his comeback to Bachelor Nation. Spencer was also a cast member on The Bachelorette Season 21, but his path was significantly more authentic than Sam's. Spencer was never the favorite to win the show, but his elimination crushed my heart. I felt for Spencer as I saw him cry and contact his mother to inform her of the dreadful news. Spencer deserves to find love, and Bachelor in Paradise could be his chance. Jess chose Spencer over Sam, and I couldn't be more pleased. I do not believe Sam is actually ready to find love, and I do not want him to waste anyone's time in Costa Rica. I also believe Jess and Spencer have amazing chemistry, which might lead to a long-term relationship. Sam excels at immediately establishing physical relationships with the women of Bachelor Nation, but there is more to a relationship than just physical attraction. Sam entered Bachelor in Paradise too soon after his appearance on Jen's season, and I'm not sure he's changed at all. I hope Sam finds love one day, but first he needs to adjust his thinking. There's always one cast member that stirs the pot, disrupts the fragile Sons of Paradise, and walks into a new season with unresolved baggage from the last. For Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, that person was Sam McKinney, a name that still sparks heated debates across Bachelor Nation forums and group chats. From the moment he stepped onto that sun-drenched beach in Costa Rica, I had a knot in my stomach. And not the good kind, not the butterflies that come with potential love stories. This was dread. This was anxiety. This was the feeling you get when you know a storm is brewing, and you're the only one who remembered to pack an umbrella. I didn't trust Sam then, and I don't trust him now. It all began with The Bachelorette Season 21. Jen Tran's season was filled with more than its fair share of villains, emotional manipulation, and dramatic exits, but Sam managed to rise, or should I say slither, above the rest. From the very beginning, he rubbed viewers the wrong way. It wasn't just his smug smile or his overuse of the phrase "keep the main thing," a phrase that somehow meant everything and absolutely nothing at the same time. It was the way he treated people. The way he pressured Jen into facing her fears, including one particularly triggering moment that involved forcing her to jump from an insanely tall cliff despite her vocalized fear of heights. That scene alone told me everything I needed to know about who Sam McKinney really was. It's one thing to be adventurous. It's another to ignore a partner's boundaries in the name of fun. Sam framed it as pushing her to be brave. But to those of us watching, it looked more like emotional bulldozing. Jen didn't owe him bravery, she owed herself safety. And Sam didn't seem to care about that. So when I saw his name announced for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, I couldn't help but cringe. Had we not learned our lesson? Hadn't Jen? Hadn't Bachelor Nation? Why invite him back? To some, his presence promised drama, and yes, the producers always want that. But to me, it felt like a slap in the face. A reminder that even in a franchise supposedly about finding love, bad behavior can get rewarded with a second chance and a vacation in Costa Rica. On the other hand, there were contestants like Spencer Conley. Spencer, who also appeared on Jen's season, was nothing if not earnest. He didn't make a huge splash, and maybe that's why his elimination felt so heartbreaking. His time on The Bachelorette was marked by quiet integrity. He didn't interrupt, didn't play games, and wore his heart on his sleeve. I still remember the moment he was sent home. The cameras lingered a little too long on his tear-filled phone call with his mother, his voice cracking as he tried to explain why he didn't get a rose. That moment stayed with me. Spencer wasn't flashy, but he was real. And he was clearly hurting. So when Paradise began and both Sam and Spencer were on the beach, I knew trouble was coming. I didn't expect it to happen so fast. Enter Jess Edwards, a fan favorite from Zach Shawcross season. Smart, empathetic, and grounded, Jess was the kind of woman Bachelor Nation could rally behind. She had gone through heartbreak before, publicly, and yet still managed to keep her head high. The moment she arrived in Costa Rica, it was obvious she would be a focal point. She had the kind of quiet star power that drew people in. And it didn't take long for both Sam and Spencer to notice. What began as casual interest quickly developed into a full-blown triangle, the kind of reality TV drama that gets teased in promos and debated on Reddit for weeks. At first, it was subtle. Spencer and Jess hit it off first, talking on the beach, sharing a mutual love of indie music, and bonding over their shared awkwardness on their respective Bachelor and Bachelorette journeys. Their chemistry wasn't explosive, but it was undeniable. It felt real. Sam, predictably, couldn't stand that. And like clockwork, he swooped in, armed with charming smiles, confident body language, and a game plan. He pulled Jess aside during a sunset and laid it on thick. He told her she was the most stunning woman he'd ever seen on this franchise. He made vague, flowery compliments about her aura and energy. He laughed at his own jokes a little too loudly, as if trying to create chemistry by sheer force of will. The next few days were a roller coaster. Jess spent more and more time with Spencer, but Sam refused to back off. He tried to insert himself into every conversation, making passive-aggressive comments, nudging Jess away from group chats, and asking Spencer bizarre questions designed to rattle him. It felt calculated. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.